bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Children of Éarte. We're so excited to have you here. Let's continue on with our story. Adam, who are our sponsors today?
We're in so much trouble. I actually wanted to start by saying that, what is going on with this story? But we also have these wonderful sponsors that I'm going to talk about before we get into that. So thank you, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can grab an Electrum chest code on the overlay bouncing around in chat. Thank you so much for your support. We have Die Hard Dice, who has supplied our cast with Silas's song selectors.
Oh, that's good.
Silas's song selectors. Thank you, YouTubey9887. And you can grab 10% off your order with the code Éarte at dieharddice.com. And also we will be giving a $20 off discount code to a lucky winner. So pay attention to the prompts in chat. We also have Tailspire, yet again, who has a wonderfully realized 3D digital map making terrain building solution for you to be able to play remotely when you don't have your Dwarven Forge that can, cross the airways. So very, very epic application that you can check out, and you can try that out with some codes that you can win in chat as well. And finally, tonight, you'll hear the dulcet tones of Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. I'm Adam Bradford, CDO at Demiplane, and I am playing Silas Sorrell, aka your dimensionally displaced magical superfan.
Yay! I could not echo your sentiments more about who knows what is happening right now. I'm traumatized. I've been traumatized for a week. Hi, everybody. I'm Alicia Marie. My socials are Alicia Marie Body. I am a costume artist and creative artist and RPG performer. And I am currently recovering from the attack of a kettle potato chip. Yes, a week ago, I bit into a kettle potato chip a little too hard. It sliced open the roof of my mouth. I had to go to an oral surgeon, antibiotics, the whole 9 yards. I'm not kidding.
That's more horrifying than anything. That's oof. I'm so sorry.
The attack of the potato chip. That's another story. Let's go on to this one. I am playing tonight, as always.
Is Fairuza gonna sue the kettle chip company?
Okay.
I was going to say something about maybe that time you did just eat one, but maybe too soon. Sorry.
I mean, I know, you're not a lawyer, but you play one.
Yes. I'll call them up.
Play one on D&D.
Play one on D&D. Yeah.
On behalf of my client, Alicia Marie, this is Fairuza Armstrong. You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Hello, I am Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on the socials as at DreamWisp. I stream on Twitch as DreamWispJen. I do all sorts of things which you can read about on the places that I just mentioned. But tonight I am playing your friendly neighborhood troublemaker, Maeve Morgan Flynn, who is currently in disguise as the one and only dimensionally displaced magical superfan, Silas Sorrell.
Yes.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm
the friend, Silas.
Ooh, yeah. I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. You can find me here tonight pretending to be a shark who is playing Neb, who is not happy.
And it's because of me.
No, it's not because of you. It's because
Segue.
I was making a friend, and then they turned that friend into a shark that tried to eat me, and I'm still upset.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. You can watch me be a dungeon master on Misfits of Alceta on Wednesdays on the That's How We Roll channel. But tomorrow we are off because we have a show called Roll Call, and our special guest is going to be the Greg Tito. So don't miss out. It's going to be really cool.
Yay.
We're going to chat with him. It's going to be amazing.
So cool.
But tonight I am playing your favorite granny for hire, Miss Robin Beckett, who is going to be feeling so guilty for how many friends she has put in danger in the past couple of episodes.
Oh no.
If anyone dies, it is her fault. So
No. Nope.
let's see how this goes. All right, ready?
I mean, I think however many, hours it was for you, but episodes it was for us when you all decided to go explore a sunken ship at night on like 40 minutes of air, it's all or less.
I mean, who does
during a storm? Yeah. While there were creatures out there.
I mean, I feel like there was
seems only that.
narrative compulsion to do so, though.
So,
So
I don't know, who can you blame? Maybe storyteller Deborah Ann Woll. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so excited for all of the drama. Even I don't know where this is going at this point. And it's a joy. So thank you all so much for being here. This is our 40th chapter of Children of Éarte. So, little recap from last week. Our party is still split. We have Maeve and Fairuza back at the Hab dealing with what appear to be their friends. And right at the end, we had an old friend, Steve, step into the lights of the Hab outside, walking on the bottom of the ocean as Fairuza looks out. The other three have found their way into the sunken ship. Robin and Neb, Robin found the shard, is grabbed onto Neb, and they're looking to make their escape while Silas attempts to distract dozens and dozens of glowing jellyfish folk? Jellyfolk? I don't know. I made up a creature and I didn't name it. Jellyfolk. I don't know. We're going to call them that. Fantastic. We an initiative had been started with the three of you, but we are going to start here with Fairuza and Maeve. Maeve is talking to a scuba-suited Robin in the kitchen. Neb was locked in the moon pool room. Silas is presumably out fishing, holding his breath. And Fairuza, with your face pressed up against the glass, you see none other than the stone statue Steve walking along the bottom of the ocean as he steps into the halo light of the sea lab. What would you like to do?
First, first she is scared, so she throws her axe up and she's about to swing it against the glass because it scared her as he appeared right in front. Then she stops herself and she goes, "Friend, Steve! Oh my God, Maeve! Maeve!" And she turns around because she forgets that
Yes.
Maeve is hidden as Silas.
Yes.
Maeve, where are you? And she's gonna can Maeve hear me? Can Maeve?
Yeah, Maeve can hear
I
you.
can probably hear you. Yeah.
Maeve, come here for a minute. Come here. She totally forgot. She's taken a leave of her senses that you're in disguise for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And Maeve, who has no reason to be quite so shaken, is sort of going to just sort of turn back to
Silas.
Robin.
Meanwhile, Robin had her hands on your shoulders and was, speaking to you, despite the fact that you look very much like Silas, speaking to you as if you were Maeve, saying that she cares for you and that you don't always have to be so strong. So there was a little bit of a moment happening there that interrupted with the Fairuza's shouts from the other room. But you turn back to her, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You look into Robin's eyes. You say, "Oh, who are you?" She says, "Why, it's Robin, dear."
No, it's not, dear.
As you say that, she begins to fade until you do not see her anymore in front of you.
Do I feel the pressure of hands on my shoulders still?
You did, but it releases.
I look around. Is there anything different otherwise in the room?
No.
And I turn and I head toward Fairuza.
As you head into the room with Fairuza, give me a quick perception check.
By the way, Fairuza's when she realized that Maeve was not coming in the room, she's gonna literally dash toward the opening. So maybe they bump right into each other.
Okay.
Crash.
19.
19. So as you sort of bump into each other, as Fairuza, you were coming this way, because you saw Steve turn his head and begin to walk towards the sort of moon pool opening. As you bump into each other and kind of knock each other around, Maeve, you notice that the tea and everything that spilled is gone.
And I point to it.
Fairuza, you look over as well. It's also gone.
And Maeve sort of shimmers and shifts back into herself and is leaning against the side of the wall because she doesn't have to keep trying to pretend not to be hurting anymore. Whoever that Robin is gone. So something is weird here. Something is very, very strange here.
Wait, so, okay, you're saying Robin disappeared?
Yes.
I have something for you. You're never gonna believe this. Do you wanna know who
Try
I
me.
just saw? Do you wanna know who I just saw outside?
Silas?
Who?
Silas?
No, not Silas! Steve! I saw Steve outside in the water! I'm not kidding.
But Steve was broken into tons and tons of pieces.
Noted. But he was out there. I mean, his big foot, and then a big foot, and then it was right in front of me. I'm
and
not
there
kidding.
was a tea set here less than 2 minutes ago.
On the closed airlock, you hear heavy, loud on the metal door.
Who's that?
The whole hab shakes a little bit from the impact of it.
Should we answer it?
Do you think you can... If it is Steve...
Yeah.
How did he get here?
Okay, one quick question also. The others are still sitting there, or they disappeared?
Nope,
They disappeared
everyone's
as well?
gone. Well, Neb
So
and Silas
Neb
were
is
out of
in
your
the moon
vision.
pool. Silas was outside the thing, and Robin vanished.
Robin vanished.
But
But
Neb,
the other
tea
two were
set.
not within your sight lines. So you don't
Has
know.
anything else in this room disappeared?
Perception check.
9.
I mean, other than the tea set, you know, you didn't take a clear enough sort of imprint of what this thing was before to be able to tell if there's much difference. But definitely there's no stain. There's no whipped cream. There's not even the scent of it on the air.
Okay. Someone's playing a game. Maeve. And I don't know why. But I do know I did see Steve out there. I think. And now I think he's the one knocking on the door. I mean, Steve has appeared and saved us from ourselves before. Maybe... I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I want it to be Steve. But... it just... something... There's just... something isn't right here. I want to go look... Did you notice that the people were... It was like as if someone had drawn the outline of them without coloring in the personality. Something was missing. They weren't our friends. They were almost like the memory of a friend.
And right when Maeve says the
Yes.
word friends. There's
Mhm.
something that sort of triggers in Fairuza's mind when she
Mhm.
remembers, like the quickest flash of a memory of explaining to something what a friend was. But right as she thinks that, it just sort of goes away. But for a minute there, she was like,
Yeah.
did I just explain what a friend was? Yeah, I mean, look, they were definitely more obtuse than usual. I'll say that. And then Silas taking
You
off into
don't
the
think
moon
it
pool,
was
swimming
strange that
outside.
Neb wasn't worried about the fish?
Neb wasn't worried about anything. And then Robin with flippers on. Yeah. And then disappearing. You see, this is what clued me in that something's wrong. The fact that they all disappeared.
Ah, Cloutier did it.
But right now, something's knocking on our door. It could be our friends. It could be Steve. But why are they here as holograms? If they are.
It's a reality show. That's all I can think of.
Oh, I'm suing someone. I'm adding them to my list. Your list. Let's add them to your list. I'm going to answer the door, Maeve.
Answer the door then.
Okay.
Fairuza?
Fairuza's going to walk toward the door. She's going to look back.
Before she does, is there something,
Yes.
anything remotely fragile nearby?
Nearby in the observatory or near
Yeah,
the...
just anywhere close by.
So, definitely there's all the glassware and things like that right outside this airlock door that she's walking towards in the science area. In here, other than, maybe some ceramic mugs, things that you've been using, maybe the whiskey, or, the whiskey bottle, but the, any of
I'll
the
take
liquor
one of the
bottles.
mugs and I'll drop it.
Okay.
And I'll take a couple of the little pieces of the mug and I want to put them on the ground because I'm curious whether or not, if it's Steve and his foot is stone, those
Yes.
things are going to be crushed to dust.
Right.
If it's someone who doesn't understand what Steve is, that's not necessarily going to be the case. So that could be something to clue us in.
Okay, gotcha. Great. So you take something breakable. We'll say it's a mug, something like that. You throw it on the ground so that it's pieces of ceramic on that ground, right at the kind of door, the threshold. Now you want to do this first threshold, not the second one. Or are you doing it wanting him to step into the observatory?
Just as he comes right in.
So right by the head and the science center.
Can I go inside the second doorway to or to hide?
Yes, you want to hide? Yeah, give me a stealth check. Like in the bunk area?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. 24. Again, your limbs just fold in on themselves. You're able to just duck kind of underneath that bunk and disappear into the shadows beneath. Fairuza, for all intents and purposes, you are alone as you approach the airlock door to the moon pool.
She's swinging her axe. She pulls it from behind her. She's swinging her axe. She looks back, doesn't see Maeve. It's like, all right. She goes up to the door.
Yes.
Is anyone still knocking?
You've not heard anything yet since the first knock.
She's going to knock back.
A silence.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Oh, you're still there.
What are you feeling, Fairuza?
Right now, it's not fear.
Okay.
She's really, so Fairuza's really worried about her friends because she really feels like that maybe they're gone. So her feelings right now are really sort of like, it's intense worry, almost sadness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anxiety, worry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Just curious. Okay. Yeah, you get 3 heavy booms in response to your knock.
I guess you're not going to answer me when I ask, who is this?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm going to open this door. And I'm not going to have my axe up. I'm opening this door as a friend because I'm expecting a friend on the other side of it. She's going to look back. Don't see Maeve still. She's going to go to the whatever it is and press the open.
Okay, you reach up above, hit the red button that slides this door to the side, or unlocks. Seals it as it swings open. Mm-hmm. And standing in front of you, his head out of view above the top of the door, you just see from the neck down Steve's intricately patterned stone body with 4 pocket watches melded into the 4 points of his torso. He bends down, bringing his head into sight, looks you straight in the eye and says, "You rang."
Is it really? And she's gonna reach out and just touch him a little bit. Touch him.
He feels cold, wet stone.
I'd invite you in, but I don't think you can fit. Are you really okay?
He says, "Yes. Are you okay?"
No, I'm not actually. Steve, I mean, we didn't really mean to leave you. We didn't know. We thought you were gone. And now, do you remember Maeve? Maeve, sort of strange, wild hair, really, really cool weapons. She and I are the only 2 that I think are left. I don't know where the rest of my friends are. I think we've lost everyone. And I'm really worried, Steve.
One of his large arms comes forward and wraps around, and if you'll let him, begins to pull you in towards him.
Oh, don't forget you're really strong. You broke someone's arm once. Remember that, Steve? She's gonna go toward him.
He hugs you. You feel pressure as he holds you close, but he doesn't crush you. But he brings you in through the airlock. Your feet rise up off the ground as he holds you to his body. And you just hear, through your hair, through the side of your ear, he says, "I'm sorry."
Sorry for what? Or are you just sorry at how I'm feeling?
"I'm sorry. You're sad."
Thank you, Steve. Right then, Fairuza is just going to remember what Maeve said. There's something that sort of snaps, sort of, and she's gonna try to wriggle down a little bit. Steve, can I ask you a question? I know it's really annoying when people say, "Can I ask you a question?" before just answering the question, just asking the freaking question straight. But how did you get down here? Do you mind me asking?
He releases you a little bit, so just the tips of your toes touch the ground below him. And he simply says, "I heard you call. So I came."
You heard me call? Or you heard someone else call?
"I hear you, my friend."
And right then, something's just gonna spark in Fairuza, because when she was standing in that moon area, when she was looking out,
The observatory, yeah.
she was thinking about friends and leaving friends behind. And one of the fleeting memories she had was in leaving Steve.
He
One
sees
second.
this.
Okay.
He sees
Go
this flash across your face. You notice him sort of cock his head to the side as he looks. And as he lets you go, lets you take all of your weight, your heels, coming down on the grate below. You can hear the lapping of the water beneath you as it, reflects off the walls. He says to you, "It's okay. I forgive you." You're watching this, Maeve, from your hiding spot.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Do his patterns all look right to me?
Give me an investigation check.
10. Okay. 10.
They're intricate. Trying to remember exactly what they look like is near impossible. They look about right to you, but you didn't take any
I did.
etchings or
I
anything.
did take a
You did?
piece of his. I took
Do you
one
want
of
to
the stones.
Do you have it on you?
Yeah,
You want to take it out and look?
I do.
All right. As you take it out and examine that in comparison, they're not exact.
I pocket it.
It's the patterns on this Steve that you're looking at are intricate. They are very close, but they are not the same patterns.
I pocket it, and Maeve, like a bat out of hell, comes bolting forward. And this is Maeve, bruised and hurting, and she starts punching Steve furiously. How dare you! How dare you! And starts.
So as you push your way past Fairuza, they're having this moment. He says, "I forgive you." And Fairuza, suddenly you feel this push from the side as Maeve comes through with her fist raised. Go ahead and give me an attack roll against a stone wall. We'll see how
I've never seen this side of Maeve before.
Yeah.
Rages.
Yeah.
It's a 12 to hit.
It's a 12 to hit. As your hand comes down onto the stone, it actually hurts your hand. It's not bludgeoning damage. We won't do that to you, but you immediately feel the pain of having punched a stone wall. But as you look down and then look back up, Steve bursts into dust as it begins to drift down. Fairuza, as you are watching, he crumbles into what looks like the pieces that you saw of him on the train, just clattering down to the ground. And as it does, they begin to fade.
And Maeve turns around to the hab and she goes, "I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're doing this to us, but you're a liar and I won't have it anymore."
To the empty space around you as Fairuza stands there wide-eyed, just listening to the water in the darkness. And suddenly the lights go out. We're going to hold on you and go back to our initiative with the other three. All right. We're at the top of our initiative order. We've got 3 jelly folk surrounding Silas. Are you ready, Silas?
No, but I don't think that matters.
Here we go. Fantastic. One tentacle comes flying out towards you. It's going to miss. Another tentacle comes flying out towards you. Oh, that's a really good number. That is 24 to hit.
It hits.
It hits. Any reactions?
Nope.
Okay.
Not this time.
Not this time. Oh, sorry about that. That's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Please make, okay, great. Let's do that. And please make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Okay. Fantastic. I've got one more. Ooh, that's also good. Sorry. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Take 9 more bludgeoning damage. So it's these tentacles, bang, 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 just trying to hit. One misses as it flies over kind of the top of your body as you bend your body trying to avoid it. The other two, boom, boom, one in the leg, one in the arm, and you feel it kind of jolt and push you around. And there's a searing kind of feeling as that happens. That is the end of their turn. Neb, you are with Robin in the bowels of the ship at the bottom of a ladder. Robin seems to be pointing up through what is basically sort of a hole in the ceiling that this ladder goes through.
As long as I can fit, I'm going to continue to follow Robin's directions.
All right.
She's got a hold of my fin, right?
Holding on, right? Okay,
I'm
like
going
a
to
pilot fish.
move. Yeah.
You swim up through this hole, kind of barely kind of making your way through. It's pretty tight, but you are medium. You can, get your way through. This space here, you can see there's open doorways that go out into the open ocean on either side. But now, outside of these doorways at either end of this hallway, you can see the pulsing jelly creatures on either side. Let me see too. Let me make sure. You can go. Oh wait. Yes, I think you can. Nope. Only the doors to the sides. That's your only exit out.
Do I get the sense that Robin is pointing me in one direction or the other?
Because
I don't know. I mean, Neb will just go, but she's been following your directions the whole time. So unless I feel like
we'll
you're
have to
gonna
see on her turn
Okay.
which way. You've just come up here, and you have a split second if you want to choose which way to go.
Which way's closer?
You're smack dab in the middle.
Okay, which way leads away from the ship? Because we're at the end of the ship.
Like towards. So this thing goes sideways across the short length of the ship, the width of the ship. So basically, you can go like east or west, and you could, one direction you would go towards the lab. The other would go to the side of the ship that has the gash in it.
Then I'll go towards the lab.
All right.
I'll try to beeline towards somewhere that I know.
All right. So, would you call this then dashing? Like you used your movement to get up here and you're going to use your action to go another bit of your movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 40 feet. You spot an opening, you think, within all of these dangling tentacles. But as you come out of the ship and start to look around, it is as though a cloud of jellyfish have surrounded the ship. And as you're looking around, there are very few pockets and openings that you can get through where you won't touch one of these things. So unfortunately, if you would still like to dash, you can, but it is going to do some op attacks. But I'm going to give you a chance to slow up if you want.
No, I'm gonna try to make a break for it.
If
I'm looking around and we've got a net of jellyfish around us, then turning around is just letting them get closer. And I got to get Robin out of here. So
all right, fantastic. I have a 18 and a 16 to hit you.
Both hit.
Okay. $18 bludgeoning damage.
Total or each?
No, total.
Okay, then I am still a shark.
Still a shark. All right, fantastic.
Still a shark.
Still a shark.
As you pull yourself through, just this, the hanging tendrils are everywhere, and you just sort of dodge, trying to pull yourself around. Robin, we're going to say, for the sake of this, you're kind of equipment. You are for Neb. Neb, you are still inside this dense cloud of jellyfish folk, but you have so far, been able to get in there without getting hit.
I'll say, Robin, she looks bad. Neb looks real bad.
Okay.
She's still a shark, but she's yeah.
It is now the jelly folk around you, their turn to go. That was their op attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is a 20 to hit you.
Yep.
And a and a 15.
Yeah.
12 bludgeoning.
I am no longer a shark.
Neb pops back into existence. She does not have a scuba tank on. Immediately, you see her holding her breath as you are holding onto her body, and you are still surrounded by these creatures. It is your turn, Robin.
I gotta get her out. I am dashing.
All right. Go ahead. Give me. Well, you're just dashing, so you're going to get some op attacks as you try to dash out of this cloud. You're going to continue in the direction.
Would there be a way through? Like if I were to attack one, like is there one blocking the way? Maybe.
I will offer you. You could attack and move to clear your path, or you could not dash. You could just go your speed and try to do it carefully.
I'm gonna do my speed of movement and attack.
Okay.
And I don't know if it'll work, but Robin is pretty angry right now and feeling desperate. So Robin just points her hand in front of her.
Yes.
And is just like, no. And fire will erupt out with a
the
firebolt.
Spirit of Maeve.
The spirit of Maeve. So we'll see if fire works underwater, but that is
It won't be ongoing. Nothing is flammable underwater, but it absolutely works.
Okay, great. That's a 21 to hit.
21 will absolutely hit. You see one right in front of you. This one is all sort of white. All of the tendrils and everything, all of the pulsation, all of, it's this very, kind of pale jellyfish folk here. What was your damage?
1 point of fire damage.
Okay. With this burst of fire coming forward, it comes right up in front of it and just sort of singes the front of the face of this creature, and then extinguishes into the water. But you can see that a little bit of damage on the side of its cheek there has left a bit of a scar along the side. Anything else? And you want to move. You still going to move?
Yeah.
All right. You did not clear a path.
Yeah.
So this is unfortunately going to take some op attacks.
These aren't the ones that have already attacked.
No,
these
are
new
not
ones?
the ones. I'll give her one attack, and I'll give her this one. It's a cloud. They're all around them now. But if we had two before, I'll give you only one on this one. This one is a 17 to hit Robin.
You see it lash out.
Yeah.
And the tendril hits Robin, perhaps in the back as she's trying to move away. And it's almost as if it hit rock, and a 17 didn't hit.
Okay, fantastic. It rebounds off as you burst through this cloud of creatures. Finally, an open ocean. As you kind of look behind you, can see the ship is almost impossible to see within this, glowing cloud of jellyfish, medium-sized jellyfish behind you. You can maybe, Silas, you got pretty far. Yeah, I don't think you can see his light. But you do know the direction of the sea lab. No, you cannot see the light of the sea lab either, because the lights on the sea lab are out.
Oh my gosh.
You know the general direction. It's out there somewhere in the darkness, but we will say you notice the sea lab lights are not on. Okay. That was Robin's turn. Silas, your turn.
So at this point in time, can I see the other jellyfish creatures that the three broke away from?
The cloud behind.
Yeah, the cloud.
As you look back, you can see them. They're just swarming, surrounding the ship.
So if they're surrounding the ship, then Silas is going to turn around and head back, because the whole point is he's trying to distract them where they can get free. And so if he has not seen them get free, then he's got to go back. And so I am going to go. Silas knows where Robin went, and at least I would say a general vicinity of where she thought the mirror shard was. And so he's going to head that direction and continue to try to get their attention, the jelly folks' attention, to try to clear a path.
So there are still 3 around you. You're going to leave them?
So they weren't reaching me before, like they were in melee range.
Yeah. They caught up. Remember, like one side.
They
Right
can
below.
move more than 13 miles an hour in the water.
Yeah.
Lord.
At
Okay.
least sometimes.
Okay.
Sorry, this isn't. Come on.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna let them go? Okay, because they had their turn, so they've got their reactions back. All right, you leave. Using this propeller thing to get you going pretty fast. And each of them is going to reach out and try to get you. That's a hit. Then there's a dirty 20.
Yep.
And then there's a 23 and a 25.
Yep.
So
all
3
hits.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Not really much of a way out of this.
33.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry I'm blurry while I say that. Come on.
Is that 33?
33.
Okay. Unconscious, death saves.
All right. Oh, gosh. So as you attempt to turn this thing and, have it pull you forward, as you go, it's like these 3 tentacles reach out and grip onto you. And as they bash into you and you lose consciousness, you're just pulled. You're starting to feel the tentacles wrap around your body, pulling you into their little nest of tentacles. We are back down with Neb and Robin. As you've burst through out into the openness of this, you can see that most of them, their attention seems to still be on the ship. But the ones that were right there near you do kind of turn their kind of glassy eyes on you and seem to fix their gaze upon you. Neb, what would you like to do? You are holding your breath.
So I'm holding my breath. Neb is going to start to panic because she's angry, she's panicked. In her head, she's yelling at whoever this was. It's just like, this isn't fair. You're supposed to be coming after us, not all these creatures. You're not even playing the game. I don't understand. I don't want to die. I've just found out what I want to live for. How close are these creatures?
What was your speed, Robin? 30 feet?
Yes. I know I'm small, so.
Oh, right, you're small. We'll give you 25. That's fairly common. Yeah. You got your flippers and everything. So we'll say you're 15 feet from them, from the cloud of jelly creatures.
Okay. Yeah, in her panic, she's gonna scream at the ones behind us that are closest.
Mm-hmm.
And her scream comes out and just pushes the water and pushes towards this. She's gonna forcefully scream. Anything within a 15-foot cube near me, going in that direction, needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 14. They're gonna take half damage if they fail. I'm doing this at as strong as I can.
Gotcha. Fantastic. I'm gonna say there's, we had 4 op attacks on you guys. We're gonna give you 4 creatures that are, within range to kind of take this. 2 of them save, 2 of them don't.
Okay. The two that failed take 15 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Cool.
The 2 that succeeded take half damage and are not pushed.
Okay, great. So as you scream this, and it's almost like the bubbles actually come just like flying out of your mouth behind you. And you can see of the 4 where you just punched through, 2 of them get kind of pushed with that wave of energy back. The other 2 seem to withstand it, but all of their tentacles get kind of pushed back in the way, and you can see that the water just rips through them, little pieces of their body, that filament beginning to kind of tear apart and float off into the water on its own. Anything else, Neb?
So are Robin and I like holding on to each other and then moving,
You are.
or how? Okay, so
Do you
I
wanna swim?
will. Yeah, I mean, she went into the water with everything on, including flippers.
Yes.
Even though she doesn't have an air tank, and she's just gonna panicked grab tiny little Robin and continue to move.
Okay.
I do have my dark vision back.
You do.
And I know the direction that the glab
You
is in,
do.
although I don't know if I could see it, so I'm gonna
You
keep
go 30
panicked
feet.
swimming. Yeah.
All right. So you yell these bubbles out and start to swim as Robin holds on, as you're holding hands. You're beginning to feel this pocket, this need for air within your chest as you pull Robin along beside you. Robin, it is your
turn. Robin is just gonna, we're just gonna take turns pulling each other, I think. Is
Okay.
just, I'll dash, she dash. You know, if there's
Okay.
nobody to op attack us, then just
So you're
swimming.
going to go 50 feet. Because we're saying you're 25 and you're small size.
Yes. And,
all right.
And I think if this could be a free action, little Robin is going to hand the shard to Neb, who
I'll give that a free action.
Okay. To put it somewhere safe.
Okay, so as you are holding on to each other, looking into each other's eyes, as you are kicking your feet together as fast as you can, sometimes one of you is pushing along, sometimes the other one is pushing along, but you're just holding on to each other for dear life as Neb begins to convulse, losing the air. You hold up the shard in front of your face. Neb, you can reach out and grab onto it, holding it close to you. Anything else, Robin?
I guess that was my action to dash. Okay, then no.
Okay. Some of you can, as you kind of look back behind you, you can see most of the jelly creatures are sort of focused on the ship, but a couple of them have kind of watched you go and don't come fast, but make a little bit of a movement in your direction, just kind of checking. Silas, death saving throw, please.
5.
That's one failure. Back up to Neb. Are you guys just running back to the hab?
I don't think there's anything else I can think to do.
Fantastic.
She's about to drown and is panicked and scared, and all she knows is that Miss Robin is here, and we got to get back. So yeah, she'll action and move and dash and the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. As you two, Neb and Robin, propel yourselves forward pretty swiftly, leaving behind the ship and all of these creatures, clutching the shard to your chest, you make your way to the sea lab. As you get there and the lights are completely out, there is an ominous fear about that as you begin to get closer towards it. Silas, we're going to step away from you for a moment. All you sense as you go out and in of consciousness is a pulsing, green, glowing light. You feel very comfortable, warm, safe, but very little solid memory as you just come in and out of this gray space. And we'll come back to you a little bit later. Neb and Robin, what would you like to do as you approach? Well, actually, we'll come back to you in a second. Let's go to Maeve and Fairuza. Steve has turned to dust and disappeared, and now the lights go out. You can still hear the whirring of the machines that control the oxygen. Those still seem to be working, but the lights are gone.
Immediately, I mean, Maeve just totally blew her mind for a minute. But she's just gonna reach out to like at least grab for Maeve so she knows where she is.
Yeah.
You know?
It is pitch black dark. You reach out where Maeve was, and you immediately feel her standing next to you.
Grab for her. How did you know? How did you know?
And you just hear laughing. Maeve just is cackling her head off. And she's going,
Fairuza's hand's gonna
how did
come
I
off
not
Maeve like
see this? How did I not think of this?
What?
You're good.
If you're really Maeve, fill me in, please.
Hold on.
What?
You're good. Who
Who?
are you?
What? Are you okay, Maeve?
Fairuza, just
Yeah.
wait. Who are you? You are so... You almost had me there.
In your mind alone, you hear, "Do you like my game?"
It's an interesting game. I'm not sure what winning looks like. Sometimes that defeats the purpose.
Winning. I enjoy winning.
Do you know?
I like your vibrations.
I've heard that before.
Your friends make excellent vibrations too.
Do they?
Oh, yes.
What's the best vibration you've ever had?
He says, I enjoyed very much. I enjoyed very much when we first found you. I like when your heart starts to beat faster, when the blood rushes to your head. I enjoy this vibration. It happened only a moment ago.
Have you ever tried to give yourself a head rush?
It says,
Don't try
These-
this at home, kids.
These do not happen to me. I enjoy when they happen to you.
Well, and now you've enjoyed it. Too much of one thing, it gets old fast.
He says, there is nothing older than me.
Well, don't you get tired of it then?
This is the only thing I never tire of. Shall I show you more things?
Depends on what we're talking about here.
What would you like to see?
Oh, so you know, if you break your toys, then you have no toys left.
I find more. It takes time, but you always come. Fairuza, you're just in the darkness while Maeve stands there silently laughing. Well, she's laughing while she's having a conversation in her head. While this is
She's
going
having
on,
it in her
Fairuza,
head. She's
in
not
her
saying
head.
anything out loud.
She's.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No,
yeah.
this is all.
What would you?
Okay.
What have you been doing?
Actually,
while-
I would have said the "Oh,
Okay.
you're really good" out loud.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Like that first part until it went into the conversation part of
Gotcha.
that would have been out loud.
But otherwise, Fairuza,
Mhm.
just standing there in the silence. Oh, actually,
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're hearing all of this. I'm sorry. You've got.
Oh,
you
I
hear
am?
all of this. Yes, you are hearing all of this.
So she's hearing the entire
The
back
entire
and forth.
conversation. You're hearing both Maeve's thoughts and the thoughts of this thing. I forgot. You
So
are.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fairuza.
Fairuza.
Oh, me. Okay. Fairuza is going to, for a minute, think, and then she's gonna say, "Are you my friend from before? My new friend, my friend from the deep?"
Why, yes. You were my first friend.
So, all of this was part of the game that you wanted me to play with you?
Oh, yes. I love playing games. I like your vibrations.
But why?
I like your vibrations. I
know,
like to
with the-
make you vibrate. I'm very good at it.
Were we your first friends?
In a very long time, yes. But not the first ever.
Do you know what happened to the people on that ship? The one that's where you met us?
Fairuza, are you speaking out loud or are you speaking in your mind?
Oh yeah, I guess I can speak out loud because I'm not underwater.
You're not in the
Yeah,
water.
I can
You
speak out loud.
So you're speaking
Yeah.
out loud. Maeve, you are only hearing Fairuza's side of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fairuza says it out loud because she's not underwater.
Fairuza's speaking out loud, but Maeve,
Yeah.
you're not hearing the other creature's side of this conversation
Okay.
at this point. Did you ask? Sorry, Fairuza, what was your last?
Oh, I was saying, like, do you know what happened to the people on that ship? The one that where you met us?
Oh, yes. They're here with us. They were fun for a while.
Did they make the mistake of playing your game too?
No mistake. They had excellent vibrations. And then the game was over. I do hope we can play some more.
One more question. We had other friends back over near where the last time I remember where I was. Do you know where those friends are?
Of
Because
course.
you were so able to recreate them. Are they okay?
Of course.
Frizz is gonna reach out for Maeve, just make sure she has a tight hold on her again.
Yeah, great. We're gonna hold there. Robin and Neb, outside of the hab. It is dark. You do not hear any of this going on. But Neb, with your dark vision now back, you can see the hab there in front of you.
I will continue to panic swim towards it, holding
All
my
right.
breath as much as I can.
Holding breath as much as you can. Holding. You pull it. You burst up in the water in the absolute darkness. Robin sees nothing, but as you take a deep breath and the water splashes everywhere, you can see Fairuza and Maeve standing on the moon pool grate in the darkness. Maeve is chuckling, cackling to herself a little bit as Fairuza is talking into the darkness until the two of you now hear a huge splash and an intake of air. You don't know who or what that is.
Robin is pushing Neb up onto the and
yeah.
as she does this, she grows to her full size.
Okay, Robin pulls. Neb, you are the only one who can see anything in this space.
And
you are
I'll
being pushed onto the grate.
Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'll try to pull her.
You
So
all
now
hear
what game are
Neb's
you
voice.
playing?
Neb? Have you
Are you okay, Neb? Are you okay? Get up there.
No, what happened to Silas? What are you
I
okay?
don't know. I'll go back.
You can't go back. You don't have any tank or anything.
I can do it. I'm a very exercise swimmer. I've done it this far. I can. And like panicking, like just Neb and Robin's gonna hold her and be like, you'll be fine. And Robin's gonna hold her breath again. Take a deep breath.
Neb is clutched onto you.
You've got to let go.
Did you see how many of those things there were? You can't go back out there. Just you against all of them? What are you gonna do?
I don't know, but Silas is still out there.
I know, but if you go out there alone, it's gonna be you and Silas out there alone.
Look,
Unless you know what to do, what are you gonna do against all of those jellyfish?
Neb, I have to try, and I've had a good life. Don't worry about me. And she's gonna push her off and go under.
Do you let her, Neb? Or you
No.
You don't let her.
Neb is in a panic.
Robin, please give me. You guys do a strength contest.
I know how this is gonna go, but here we go. Just a strength check.
Just a straight strength check, just to shove each other off. What'd you get, Robin?
A natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, you shove her
Do you want to roll it, Neb?
I rolled it. It's a 6.
It's a 6.
She's injured and panicked.
Shoves you off, throws you onto the grate, and disappears beneath the water, swimming out of the hab into the darkness. Now, if you were to duck down, you might see her, but she's now just out of line of sight. Maeve and Fairuza, you've been hearing this goodbye and suddenly hear a splash and just Neb whimpering in the darkness. Robin.
Neb, are you okay?
No. What are you? How did you get here? No, we found.
It's
when
a
you
whole
play
thing.
games, you should play them fair.
Maeve is staring at you, daggers, in the darkness.
I can't even see her. So
I can't see her,
I'm
yeah.
still staring. If this is behind me, I'm still focused on where I think, where I'm having this. I think this is
Gotcha.
another trick right
Gotcha.
now.
Of course, yeah. Just the energy of the space around you. Yes.
And Neb also is upset at this creature and thinks that they didn't play fair. So I think in that moment,
Yeah.
Neb is going to agree. Like, when we do the hide and seek, it's only supposed to be you coming after us. You sent everyone, and I don't know what's happened to Silas. And Miss Robin went back out there, and
Robin just went out by herself? Can you
yes,
feel
I tried to stop her.
Feel
Robin took a
forward.
deep
Feel
breath
forward. Grab it.
and ducked below and is now nowhere to be seen or heard from. Yes.
I don't know. I tried to get us out of there, and then I couldn't be a shark anymore, and I don't have any more air, and I don't know what happened to Miss Robin, and I don't know what happened to Silas, and
You don't know where Silas is?
he was back at the ship, and then I lost track of him, and we were just surrounded by so many of those the things like what Gwendolyn was, but they were attacking us.
Oh no. Okay, there's something strange. Again, there's more strangeness happening and danger. I don't have time to explain now, but something is happening. We weren't sure if you guys were okay, and now
we got attacked by this thing in the darkness. It said it wanted to play, and then it sent a shark after us, and then it sent all the jellyfish after us, and she'll look down at her hand where she's clutching the mirror shard
Yes.
and just stop
In fact,
and
you
stare
are
at
clutching it so hard it has cut into your palm. Take one slashing damage. Clutching it so hard, some blood is beginning to mix with the salt water as it drips down into your wetsuit.
we can't see you, so right?
No, you
can't
just
see.
hear her
Robin,
stop
yeah,
and
Neb is the
stare.
only one who can see.
Yeah.
So I have not raised this before for narrative reasons, but I think at this point it may be relevant.
Please.
I have advantage against spells and magical effects.
Yes, you do.
If that gives me any sort of insight, but I have some thoughts about this.
Yes. So the actual effect happened to you when you were unconscious.
I figured.
So
Cool.
there was nothing to be done about that at that moment. But all of these different things. I mean, you can keep checking against them. I mean, if you would like to have advantage on some of these, like if you want to do an insight on Neb now, I can give you advantage because of that for sure.
I think I'm still
Mechanically.
focused on the thing.
Great. Okay, great. Whatever you want to, but if you'd like to counteract that, I can give you advantage on any of
Okay.
these like checks against this effect kind of thing.
Okay,
Even
sure.
though
That would be awesome.
it's not
if that-
actually the magic, but we'll give it to you for that thing.
Okay.
Cool. You got it.
But I think what I want. So I need you to tell me, how did you come up with the games? They're so clever. Your ideas are they're so novel.
You hear a response in your mind. I don't come up with the games. You do.
Oh, well, that seems like cheating. Well, if you get to play that way, then can we play that
Fairuza,
way?
you can hear this. Neb, you can't.
So Fairuza's
Sorry.
like,
Fairuza can hear this. Sorry. Neb, you're still dealing with your stuff.
Yeah,
If-
unless there's something out loud, she's just now.
Yep. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Maeve.
If we construct our own situations, I'd love to know yours. Games go two ways, you know.
I have told you. I have seen the mountains grow and fall. I have seen the world spin. That is my story.
Do you enjoy that?
I wish to have others' vibrations to enjoy it with.
You see, if you don't kill the people, then you get to have the time to spend. And the reality of the world is, much of the world, as you have seen, lasts for a long time.
Yes, there are
The
always
rock.
more of you.
No,
There are
beyond
always more games to play.
well, beyond that, if you like the vibrations, the further you go to the center of the earth, there are things that vibrate and explode.
Do you want to make a
rhythms.
persuasion check?
Sure.
Maybe it's just
They say
talking
they
smack.
like vibrations. I give them big booms.
Give them big booms. Big booms.
That is a 16.
Oh gosh.
22.
A 22. Big vibrations, you say? Bigger than yours?
Oh,
You
much
have very
bigger.
large vibrations.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. But I'm small compared. You think about the things that grow. You talk of the mountains. We are small compared to the mountains. The quakes that give birth to them. Wouldn't you
Fairuza,
rather play with those?
you and you alone, as you're listening to this conversation, almost as if she's speaking to you, you begin to feel an excited rumble in your chest, a sympathetic beginning to sort of, rumble within. We will come back to you. Robin, you begin to kick very quickly, and you're big size now, so you begin to kick. You are very quickly 30, 60 feet away from the hab, kicking your way towards the ship. You have only just your little light on the side of your suit.
I know that the jelly people,
Mhm.
they light up, right?
They do.
They glow.
You can
so-
see the glow of them, off in the distance, off where the ship is. It's a little ways away, but you traversed it before, and you can see it now in the distance. They are still completely surrounding that ship, like lanterns floating in the sky.
Okay, and I'm headed back that way. I'm gonna be looking for Silas. Any sign of Silas? And actually, what I'll do is Robin actually casts her 4. I always get this wrong. Someone pointed it out to me.
Your lights, yeah.
Yeah, my 4
4
dancing lights pop up, and I'm gonna send them as far as I can, 120 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna split them. And I'm trying to create kind of distractions.
Okay.
So using them and just keep like pushing them like they're on my far right.
Okay, gotcha. So on your far right, there's these 4 lights kind of traveling along with you as you kick your way forward in the darkness. Now you're mostly sort of sticking close to the bottom where you can still sort of see it in your little pen light, so within 10 feet of the ground, because that'll keep you at least kind of moving in the right direction and not lost out in space. As you begin to pull up closer, give me a perception check.
I'd love you to roll that. It's a +2.
Okay. As we move forward, off in the distance where your lights are, your dancing lights, there's a form somewhere out there that really quickly flashes through the light. It just catches the corner of your eye.
I will turn my attention to that.
As you turn your attention and kind of coalesce all of your lights around, you see Silas. He has his regulator in. He's just floating in space.
Well, he has. Okay. All right. Okay. Swim straight towards him.
All right. You suddenly stop, take a look back at the glowing ship, and then back towards this just floating body of Silas out in the water, and turn and begin to flipper your way over towards him.
I'll get in front of him and be like kind of waving my hands and, you know, giving a thumbs and kind of do like touch the brain to be like, talk to me.
So as you get over towards him, he's unconscious, but you can see he's just sort of resting like a foot above the sea floor here. You know, like the weight and the buoyancy of his pack and everything is just kind of keeping him gently floating at the bottom. As you begin to tap on Silas, your eyes sort of flicker open. You still have about 5 minutes per your dive computer of air.
This is me, though?
This is you.
Okay. I shake it off for a second. Where are the others? Are they okay?
Everyone's back at the lab. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Let's just go back there. Do you know the way?
Yes. And I'll grab him by the arm and guide him, and we'll go back.
Okay. As you begin to swim back, I'm typing something here, so Silas can know what's going on here. You start to make your way, flippering back towards the darkened hab as Silas holds on and begins to kick as well, with your air rapidly running out. You can feel it getting thinner in your regulator, but you hold your breath and put it back, things like that. Oh, wait, you had nebs, so you have a little bit more than that. You would have had like 20 minutes or so left, so you're okay. You make it back to the hab. As you get down towards the moon pool, we'll come back to this group of people. You all have been talking for a little bit. Neb, as you are sort of starting to get your bearings, and as you maybe reach over and kind of start thinking about maybe looking back in the water, suddenly there is Robin. She's been gone maybe a minute, and as she does, she pulls Silas's body as he kicks his way in and surfaces as well. The rest of you begin to hear the splashing within the darkness of more bodies entering this small little room.
I don't know how you found him, but oh my god, that's amazing. Come on. And I'll try to pull them up, still like the shard clutched in one hand and just grabbing them to get them out of the water.
On the way, Silas is using what energy he has left to heal himself.
Heal yourself. Okay, go ahead and do your rolls, whatever you need to do with that. because you're at 1 hit point. Yes.
Okay.
As you are helped up and huddled into a corner, and you sit back into the corner of this room and continue to kind of mutter to yourself this healing, you feel a hand run down the side of your cheek and a soft female voice that says, "It's going to be all right." You recognize this voice.
And I believe Silas has some internal resistances to this kind of thing too.
Understood. You can have advantage on checks for it.
Okay.
Again, the actual thing happened when you were unconscious.
Okay.
But you can have advantaged checks against these sorts of things.
Can you tell we're actually getting really nervous?
I'm going to make so Silas would not be predisposed to believe that this is real in any way.
That's
unless he is okay. So I am going to just say you can't possibly be here.
As you say you can't possibly be here, you feel a small soft kiss on one of your cheeks. And you hear, "I am always with you."
It can't be real. Can all of you hear me?
Are you saying this out loud or in your
Yes.
head?
Very out loud.
Yeah, you're right
Yes,
here.
we can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you, Silas.
Silas is going to light up his ring.
Oh, there you are. You look terrible, but
In
I'm
the
happy
green
you're here.
glow, you see the face of Marion right next to you.
Do you see someone next to me?
You all do.
No.
woman. Crouched. Silas, what is she wearing?
She's wearing
What does she look
something
like?
that I shouldn't talk about on PG-13 stream. No, she's
Yeah.
it's nightwear, but
Pajamas.
tasteful nightwear. Something with some slink to it.
Okay, gotcha. What does she look like?
She is 5'1" and she is she keeps it tight. She has a Hispanic ethnicity,
yes.
and she's got just beautiful loose curls that go all the way down about halfway down her back.
Fantastic.
Salma Hayek.
She's crouched next to you, looking at you. All the rest of you see in this green light, she looks like a ghost. This is a person none of you recognize, but Silas, of course, immediately. One thing you notice, she looks younger than she should be.
So, listen, I don't know what everybody else has been experiencing, but there's definitely something messing with our head, because there's no way that this is Marion, and there is no way that she is this young. Have we all been experiencing this kind of thing?
At that moment, the light on your ring flickers, and when it flickers back on, she's gone. You feel immediately this deep sense of loss.
Okay, listen. Do we have the shard? Did we get the shard?
We got it. We got it.
Neb just slowly holds up her hands. There's still a little blood dripping down. It's shaking, but she's still gripping it.
In the green light of the ring.
I'm going to say this part out loud. I assume that you are listening, whoever you are, whatever you are. But the thing that you didn't account for is I have watched hundreds of Star Trek episodes. And you remind me so much of this Q. And it is the thing that Picard and Sisko never understood is that the way that they could defeat Q is by ignoring Q. And so what we're going to do is we're not going to give you any more of this. We're going to ignore you. We're not going to play your game. We're going to be the most boring, horribly boring. And Silas is just going to start at this point in time, like with minor illusion.
Okay.
He's going to start playing like dun 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 dun. The lights go out and I can't be safe. And I'm just singing the most boring song that I can possibly. So I'm doing like clocks. And I'm just and literally like Silas is trying to just disengage and
Okay.
mindlessly sing this song.
Okay.
And can I have something I really want to do, and if at some point someone wants to overrule me on this,
Okay.
I am open to that. But I am still convinced we're playing the
Punked.
game. And
Gotcha.
so I saw
Gotcha.
the lights go on, and I think I glimpsed over for a second.
Mhm.
And seeing the woman kiss Silas,
Mhm.
the light bulb went off.
Mhm.
And I went, I know what you want. You're so lonely here. And you know what? I want that for you. I want you to have someone who you can stay with, who you can be with, who fulfills everything you ever wanted, who keeps you occupied and entertained forever, who can spend eternity with you forever, time as mountains rise and fall and societies climb and disappear, as visitors come and go. You won't need them because you won't care, because you'll have the other half of yourself. I wish that for you. So give that to me. That's what I want.
I'd like you, if I think I'm gathering what you're doing here, I'd like you to make a disadvantaged wisdom check.
Okay. And just a flat wisdom?
Just a flat wisdom.
Is there? Did we hear that out loud, or is that all mental?
Yeah.
Did you say it out loud, or did you think it, Maeve?
I could say that out loud, yeah.
Okay.
So, is there any way that Silas can try to inspire?
Sure.
Because if Silas hears that Maeve is talking about, that soulmate,
Yeah.
Silas,
So, yeah,
Silas
so-
is.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so Silas is going to change from clocks, just for a moment, and then it's going to be "I only have eyes for you," and it's like the music kind of swells for just a moment,
Yes.
and then and then he says, "We all need those that can complete us," and you can have the 1d6 there.
Fantastic. So the disadvantage for you, Maeve, is now one roll, because you have
Okay.
advantage on some of these things with this. So go ahead and just one flat wisdom roll with advantage,
With no
the
D6, right?
inspiration.
Oh,
a
with
D6.
the bardic. Okay.
He's inspired you, yes.
Fuck. Okay. So that's 21 on the dice, plus 1
Ooh.
for the wisdom, so 22.
A green glow outside. You can see it underneath in the water. And immediately, again, the whole building seems to creak as something enormous appears in the water, passes by in the water outside. You can feel, again, the creak as there's a snap as one of the cables next to that's locking this hab to the ground snaps within the pressure of this water. It begins to move away. You can now see through the observatory area off to the side. There is a green glow coming through the glass in the front there as you see again the enormous smooth body of some sea creature pass by as it sort of moves out into sea. Fairuza, as all of this has been going on, again, your heart beating fast, you feel hope, anticipation, you're vibrating with feeling. everyone who can see you in the green light can see your body shaking, almost violently in this space. As this thing begins to move out to sea, would anyone like to do anything before we continue?
Silas is going to say, Fairuza, what is wrong with you? The power of Christ compels you. Like, what is happening?
Snap in Silas's direction. And she's just looking at him. Her eyes are like wild and wide, and she's just shaking.
Silas is going to, like, I hope you don't punch me for this, but he's going to try to like wrap her and just like try to calm her or like stop her from moving as violently.
Do you let it happen, Fairuza?
At first, she's resisting it. But then she sort of like relaxes and then tries to resist it again.
Okay.
They're there. It's okay. I smell really good right now. I took a bath a few days ago.
Yeah,
You've been in salt water.
Just in the ocean.
He's holding you, and if you'll let it, you are still shaking. Vibrating.
If she gets to
with
do
this
anything,
feeling.
I'd like to inspire her as well. So
Okay.
I'm not really good at these sweet nothings whispered into the ear, but
okay.
And I'm just
Fairuza, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
plus 1d6.
She's not
Plus
like
a D6.
angry. It's more like just like she's full, like
It's like energy, feeling, every possible emotion is just rocketing through you, Fairuza. Your entire body is shaking with feeling.
Okay, I got a 7.
Big money on. Did you roll the d6 too?
Oh no, I didn't. I mean, do
Add
that
the D6.
then. Yay, maybe that'll help. Wow, a 1. Wow. Digital dice have to go.
Digital dice. You got to use your fairness finders. Your experience. So you can't. You're still shaking. Every ounce of your body seems to be experiencing anticipation and fear and joy and anger all at once as it rockets through your body. The rest of you just sitting around watching this happen in the green glow. As again another cable snaps outside, and you feel the whole hab begin to sway in the currents from up above. The green glow disappears down below. Fairuza, you slowly sort of stop shaking, but you can feel still this energy held within you. Silence.
Silas.
Yeah.
Everyone, can all of you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys just see that?
Yeah.
Did you guys feel that?
Yeah. I thought your head was going to turn backwards.
No. There is something right on the tip of my tongue that would make all of this make sense. But for some reason, I can't figure out what that is, but it's right there. And it involves all of us, but it involves me in some way. I don't know how. This is all my fault.
Neb is going to finally stand up and kind of stumble on over to where the two of them are hugging. And I don't know if this is anyone's fault except the thing that decided it wanted to kill us.
But Neb, and she's going to turn to face Neb, still sort of visibly shaken up inside. She's going to say, I have a deep memory that I'm trying to access, but I can't. I don't know. It's like there's something in my head. I can't figure out what it is, but somehow.
I don't know, but I could try to help you.
Really?
Yeah,
If
let us
you
help.
would trust me to do so. Like I can like read minds at least a little bit. So if there's like something that you can't quite access, I wonder if I could.
Have you ever done this before?
I haven't, but I do know that I can read thoughts. I've accidentally picked up a stray one or two from all of you. I'm not trying to, I promise. I'm trying to figure this all out.
So speaking of thoughts, And now, having heard Silas's song and sort of recognized that, I don't want to fully give up the ghost that I recognize that they're real, because that means giving up the game. But I want to say, perhaps we should discuss this on the way back up to the surface.
I think that's a fantastic idea, honestly.
As the cords are breaking in the house.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer this place is going to last.
I mean, we might be sitting ducks in this little submarine trolley thing that we're going to get in, but we're probably better off
the
in here.
game, which is still happening.
Okay.
Because games are entertaining.
They're entertaining.
Yeah, hey, I'm fine with it. We have the
you
shard.
like to-
They're entertained.
And I'll hold up the, like, just automatically, as soon as someone says we have the shard, Neb just holds it up, even though she's looking at Maeve. Like, these are not games that I enjoy playing at all.
Let's go.
But our friend over there does.
Our friend.
I don't know what kind of friend you're talking about, but I do agree that we gotta go.
Let's go.
Fairuza, you feel a burst of joy, not your own, but some, like, almost, it makes you take this huge intake of breath as you experience this joy and playfulness. Again, it kind of rockets through your body.
This is wonderful.
What's
I don't know
this
why I
now?
just said that.
What?
I just feel so happy all of a sudden.
Because we're getting out of here.
Yeah, because we're leaving. Yeah.
Okay.
And let's grab our things and get on.
Do we even have things? Like, let's go now.
Some of you are still in scuba suits.
Literally, I'm sort of like keeping the mental eye contact as I'm sort of grabbing my gear, scooping it up.
So Maeve is starting to sort of grab her things that she has. Those of you that are in scuba suits.
The moment I see a backpack, I'm telekinetically pulling it to myself. Yes.
Pulling off scuba suits, you know, throwing them off to the side, trying to find your own clothes and your own things. Or are you going up in your scuba gear?
I think
maybe it's safer to keep them on.
I will absolutely take the flippers off, but I'm leaving the suit on.
You got it. Suits
grabbing
on, but you grab the things.
clothes, grabbing bag.
Okay. It takes a 5 minutes or so for all of you to just run around this hab and grab things as again the current boom slamming into the side. This green glow off in the distance kind of gets darker and then lighter and then darker and lighter as it kind of flows out in the distance. Fairuza, you can keep going through these kind of swells of emotion within these 5 minutes, mostly joyful, playful. As it begins, as the rest of you come up towards this diver's gondola here and begin to look at the dials, seeing that the storm above is still going. It is not as strong as it was before. Neb, you have this sense of weather. It's still going on. It is choppy water up there, but you don't think it's as intense as it was before. Probably 10-foot waves instead of 20-foot waves. Fairuza, just as they're all looking at these gauges and trying to determine, see if they're going to open up this hatch and climb inside, it shifts. A little bit of suspicion, anger begins to crawl up within you.
She picks up her axe.
Is she looking at us like that? I'm just saying, like, Silas would pick up on that.
All 5 of you in your mind here, where are you going?
She's actually looking at the dial.
We're sitting ducks in that thing. You know that, right? And we can't go fast in that thing. It has to stop and take time. But if we stay in this hab, we're sitting ducks still. Guys, I don't think we're making it out of this.
So wait, in order to get up there, is there like a hatch or something?
So this is the diver's gondola you came down in. So yes, there's a hatch you would open. You would all climb into, it's underneath. You would climb down into this diver's gondola. You'd push the button and it would begin to take you up. But you'd have to stop every 10 feet or so to, not 10 feet, sorry, every like 10, yeah, you'd have to stop basically twice on the way up to let the pressure adjust.
Okay. And
You'd
we
be
haven't even
waiting
gotten it.
and you have not gotten inside. So it's going to take you about 30 minutes or more to get up to the surface in this diver's gondola.
How long
Once
if we
get in
swim?
it.
If you swim,
Yeah.
I mean, if you forego decompression and just swim straight up, you could be up there in minutes. But
also
you
dead.
would risk the bends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Neb has kind of started to climb into the gondola and is just
Okay.
motioning to whoever is right there. She's thrown her stuff in. She's still holding onto the shard like it's a lifeline. She's like, Robin said, we stay here or we go. Either way, we're in trouble. We might as well be in trouble on the way out of here.
Question.
Yes.
Where's the shard?
I'm holding it in my hand.
Neb's holding it. It's cutting through her palm.
Fairuza would like to calmly stroll up and contest that shard. She's going to try
Contest,
to
meaning you
take
want to
it
try to take it?
from Neb.
Stealthily, forcefully, you're just going to try to grab it out of Neb's hand?
Yes, like while Neb's while Neb is slightly
Yeah.
distracted.
After the possession thing, Silas is going to be watching Fairuza.
Okay.
And so if Silas sees anything like this, Silas will absolutely try to intervene.
Okay.
So Fairuza just is eyeing, because Neb's the first one trying to go in, right?
Neb is starting to climb down into the diver's gondola, holding the shard. Fairuza, are you lunging for this? Are you just making a move for it? Are you gonna try to say something? What's your action with this?
Well, she assumes that everyone's busy getting their own stuff together.
Gotcha.
She just doesn't think it's time to go just yet. So she's
Okay.
gonna calmly stroll up, not to create like a big kerfuffle,
Okay.
and attempt to take, like literally say, I'll be taking that.
Okay. So Neb, Fairuza comes towards you, reaches out to grab for the shard. What would you do?
Come on, we gotta go. But she's like, she can't let go of it. It's just clamped in her hand.
All right. So it's going to be a strength contest if you want to pull it out of her hand, Fairuza.
And for her, it's less about any suspicion with you and more
Right.
just
It's her thing. She can't let it go.
it's the thing that everybody risked everything for. She
Okay.
physically cannot force herself to let it go.
Silas, you are watching this happen because you've said you would have kept your eye on Fairuza. So you can use a reaction of some kind to jump in on here once you see what goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I would not use a reaction at this point in time.
Okay, gotcha.
Definitely would step in with an action whenever I have the ability to do that.
Okay, great. So Fairuza, if you're going to pull it out, let's make a strength contest between you and Neb.
I'm sure this will go
great.
great.
Strength test.
Strength test. It's just a straight strength.
Oh wow, 22. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The digital dice actually does something.
Finally, yeah.
Whopping 7.
All right. Easily, in the slickness of the blood in your palm, Fairuza pulls that shard out of your hand as you look down at your empty hand and up at Fairuza. Silas, what would you like to do?
It's
I'm
wonderful.
sorry about this, Fairuza, but he reaches out his hand and tries to telekinetically freeze her in place.
Okay, there's like
wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw, Fairuza.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Okay, let's see.
Boy,
18.
can't
All right,
trust anyone.
she passes it.
You are not frozen.
Oh, the
Um,
dice tells the story.
What do you do, Fairuza?
Fairuza, what are you doing?
I just thought that maybe we're moving too fast out here.
Oh, so we're still playing then? Oh,
I'm
my
not playing with
friends.
you.
Robin, what's going on with you? As you watch this go, this is all in the like little light of Silas's ring, unless your globes of light are also present. That's the only light you have.
Fairuza. Dear,
Her head whips around to look at Robin. What?
it's time to go.
To go?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're
been-
acting like a creeper.
Who is?
You are. You're being all creepy with the shard.
I mean, if you want to hold on to the shard, that's fine. Just get into the
Because it's
gondola.
perfectly
I'm
normal
actually
to
not
sit there
fine
and
with that.
stroke it like it's a pet.
Like, you need to give that back to someone that is not completely losing their stuff right now.
In her head, she's going to say, is it time to go yet?
You and only you. Here. No. Stay and play.
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but we can't go yet.
All right, listen. Hey,
Why?
Behind
there
you, the
are
hatch
four
to
of
the
us.
divers.
There
Behind
are
you, the
four of
hatch
us,
to
and
the
we're going to
divers
go grab
gondola.
her and put her on the gondola.
Okay. While you're doing that, behind you, the hatch to the diver's gondola slams shut of its own accord. And
Neb
you
is inside.
I'm inside.
Neb, you are slammed shut. The door above closes on top of you in this gondola alone. The rest of you see Fairuza there standing. What were you saying, Silas? Go ahead.
Well, if the door slams,
Yes.
then I am going to say, hey, let's get that door back open. And then I'm going to look and see who wants to help me restrain Fairuza.
Right here. Right here.
All right.
Right here. This is
And
happening.
As
so-
the two of you
and so-
begin to approach
I'm like,
her.
listen, it's for your own good, Fairuza.
What? What?
Yeah, you heard me. Either the shard or you. I'm taking the shard. If you happen to be attached to it, it's getting on that gondola.
But what if the shard does not want to go on
The shard
gondola?
doesn't have any kind of mind, something that is in your head. I'm telling you, Q is messing with you, and you need to
Who?
just stop messing with Q.
Who's messing with me?
Q, whatever
one's
this
messing-
sea creature. Yes, obviously you've got, and Silas is continuing to move forward as he's talking.
So as Fairuza, as you're sort of backing up into the
No.
area with the beds, and Silas, you're moving and advancing on her. Robin, sounds like you're right behind Silas, kind of advancing on her as you step back. Another one of the cables bursts outside, and the whole hab begins to rock to one side. Neb, inside the little gondola, you can see out a little bit, and you're beginning to move to the side as all of you begin to kind of lose your balance as you slide towards one side as it lands on a 45-degree angle.
I'm gonna climb up, and she'll try to open the hatch, but I don't think she's strong enough to do it.
Strength
So she'll
check.
just.
You can if you want, or you can just bang on
I
it.
think she'll try,
Try.
and she'll fail with
Okay.
a 3, and then she'll
Boom.
just start banging on the
Banging
hatch,
on
going,
it, on
"Hey,
the hatch."
hey, you closed it too early. Come on,
Was it
Al."
is it a button or is it only a
This
twist?
is
It's
like
the-
a twist hatch
then-
thing.
Push up, yeah.
Fairuza, behind you, as the two of you are looking forward towards Fairuza, the green glow back, it comes back. It seems to be all around you, but you don't see any creatures. At this moment, a bolt bursts in the observatory as water begins to seep through the seam of one of the windows.
Fairuza. Fairuza. Listen to
Yes.
me. Think about your bird. You have to get back to your bird. It's alone in your apartment. No one is there feeding it. It's wondering where you are. You left it. And you have to get back.
My bird.
Yes.
That's right.
Fairuza, you
Yes.
hear the bird song. Did Frederick have a song a tune he would sing, or?
Yeah, but it's laced with expletives, so let's
There you
not
go.
sing it.
It's
It's that kind of a bird.
you got it. You hear that in the moon pool room.
In the moon pool?
In the moon pool room.
No. Fairuza.
No.
No, don't. Up. That's the only place your bird is up.
Silas is going to use minor illusion as he's
Yes.
continuing to walk towards her,
Yes.
and he is going to basically make a green glow, the look of a green glow, and then he is going to make it pulse with the words. And as he messages, he's been having this thing speak in his mind. I don't know if it sounds the same to Fairuza or not, but I'm going to whisper, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I think now is a great time to go. And I'm going to have the green light pulsing at the same time.
Fantastic.
If she starts to get distracted, I'm going to try and grab the shard out of her hand. With
Okay, fantastic. All right, we're going to do this a little bit. So we're going to start with, all right, so that's happening. Fairuza, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Please do something. Okay, 10.
10. Okay. You think you are fooled. You think that this is the voice that you've been hearing, but it's still too confusing, the mixed messages, to cause you to want to do the thing that it's saying. So you can choose as Fairuza whether you want to follow or not. So you are tricked but not convinced, maybe, is how we'll play with a 10. Maeve, go ahead. Are you going to do a sleight of hand? Go ahead.
23.
Jesus, you are rolling just 20.
Sleight of hand,
of course. Yeah, of course.
And bless those dice. Thank you.
Yes.
I want
Thank you,
Jennifer's
guys.
dice.
Fairuza, as you're momentarily torn between the conflicting information from this creature, Maeve, just suddenly you look down and it's gone. It's
And I'm
no
going to
longer
pocket
in your
it
hand.
so it is. I'm
hiding
hands
it
are
away.
Clean,
Gotcha.
just
real quick.
done and dusted as much as possible.
Water is beginning to pool on the floor of the observatory behind you.
Fairuza, it is time to go. Listen, you are the only one. I mean, I'm sure I could do it if I really needed to, but you are the only one that can get this door open. So you need to get over there and get the door open. It's definitely time to go. Like, isn't it time to go? I'm talking to my own illusion now, and it's like, yes, it is time to go.
Beep, beep, beep.
That
beep.
alarm means it's time to
Alarms
go.
start going off as more bolts begin to pocket off on the other side of the hab.
Open the.
Okay. I'm the only one that can open that door.
Yes.
Then do it.
And probably me too, but yes.
Well, don't cut it with an axe. You gotta just twist it.
Yeah, just twist it.
Oh, okay.
And as you get
Hold your axe.
Hey, is anybody out there?
From inside, you hear Neb. All right, Fairuza, you can walk forward. You know, you're hearing these conflicting voices within your head. Go, stay, it's time to go. Green, glowing. You know, hard to understand who is, in fact, the one of the voices in your head that sounds the same as the other voice. Suddenly gets very loud. It says, "You're not playing by the rules." Very loud in your voice, but this time it scares you. Please give me another wisdom saving throw.
Good. Okay, here, you'll have you guys choose physical dice or digital dice.
Physical dice.
Okay, we go. Woo, let's do this. 17.
That your eyes suddenly blink and clear, and you can feel again this like anger now that what was before felt comforting is now terrifying. Whatever this thing is that has a hold on your mind is angry at you, and it has changed very much how you feel about it. Keep going.
Fairuza, is that you now? Are you back?
I'm here. I didn't go anywhere, but
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. We've got to get that open.
okay, let's go. Here's them. We're in danger.
Yeah. I'm glad you're getting on board with that.
Okay.
I'm going to try to help her. Silas is going to.
So you both go over to the hatch.
Yes.
Yeah. Strength check, athletics check. You can just try to rip that thing open.
Okay. I have a good athletics.
Door breaker, Fairuza.
17.
17. You pull it open. It's heavy and hard. You know, Silas will get in there and help push. Clang. You see Neb's face down there looking up at you.
Finally, what took you so long? And I'll scramble back
did
down the
dials?
ladder.
Who did dials last
to
time? I can't
sit in
remember.
the space. All
I
right.
think I did.
I was also helping with it, yeah. So the two of us together,
Okay.
we can do this.
Okay.
Dial masters, let's do it.
Start sliding down.
Yes, yes.
All right, each of you, one at a time, makes your way in, squeezing into this tiny little space. Fairuza, you're last, pulling that hatch down, sealing it shut above you, pressing the button that seals everything off. Now from this space, through the tiny little windows and portholes that you have, you can see the whole hab rocking back and forth. You can see where the water is being off in the distance around. You can see this gigantic glowing squid body around you as it begins to kind of circle around as you push the button to begin the ascent of the diver's gondola. As it begins to go up, the thing sweeps down below you, and you hear in your head, "Where are you going? Stay, stay, play."
Do we all hear this?
You all hear this.
Hey, everybody, I just want to try something. Like, seriously, it wants vibrations, right? And so maybe we just don't vibrate. Remember, Picard and Cisco should have done this. Just ignore it. And then maybe it won't want us as food anymore. So just think about whatever Zen thing you can. Just clear your minds. No vibrations.
Okay, clear our minds, no vibrations.
No,
Okay.
no vibrations.
Don't have too much fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
Neb is looking out the window at this
Yes.
thing, and here's Silas.
Mhm.
What do I need to think about? What do I need to think about?
And Silas just starts like, he's like, Noah begat Shemu. Shemu begat, and he's like just from Sunday school remembering, you know, chapter 4 of Genesis that is like this begot this, and he's like raising his voice with minor illusion.
Advantaged religion check.
The most
Oh, wow.
Advantage.
What did you think about Silence?
is Silas rolling this?
Yes, Silas is
Okay.
rolling this.
Well, I just got a 20 on the die. The first
Yay!
Like a
I
like
recite from memory the begats.
from memory the begats, and you do it in the absolute perfect monotone of like the oldest Methodist preacher you've ever seen in your life, who's just
Bueller.
like
Bueller.
Maeve has a memory of church wine that she's stolen.
Briefly, Maeve, you see that church wine manifest in your hand. As the realization of that hits you, you redirect your attention to Silas, and his voice begins to have a soporific effect. As the monotone sort of mumbling of that gets into your brains, holding on to your attention, you're just kind of drawn into the drone of that. And the green light begins to pulse slower, staying low. You try not to pay any attention to it. You're trying to keep your focus on Silas. Silas, you keep going. Somehow you mutter for 30 minutes. You start the begats over again. As this thing slowly rises, stops, does the thing that it needs to do. The only thing that pulls you out of it is as it surfaces, and a huge wave crashes into the side of this diving gondola. It is bouncing like crazy on the surface of the water right now, barely holding on, to the cable, which you can see and hear is just rocking insanely through the water.
Can we
boat,
open the hatch yet?
The hatch is up top. It has reached the top. If you would like to open the hatch, you can. You gonna go for it, Maeve?
Yeah.
Can we see outside of this though?
You can a little bit, but it is all just roiling white water. There is the very, very dim light of dawn.
Well, we know that it's got to be anchored to the thing.
Yep.
We've got to get out, but we've got to find shelter right away.
Well, there's the dock, the building on the.
I feel like that dock's just gonna
Well,
completely blow
also
away.
remember this is buoyed out at sea. You took the boat out to this.
Right.
Is the boat still there?
You can't see it.
Oh crap! Of course we can't.
We need to figure out what the boat is.
can we figure out how to detach the cables maybe and just float around in this giant ball?
We could float back out to sea because it's a storm.
It's also a metal ball. I think it'll go down.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're probably right.
boy. Oh boy.
So
Okay.
wait,
If I
there
were
is
to
no way.
climb up on top of the cables,
Yeah.
is there anything that they would be connected to that we could use to, like, I'm just trying to think if that is a completely absurd thing to try and
So
do.
I'll offer what you know about this setup from before. And even in all of this thrashing and I mean, you guys are holding on to the bars, and there is this thing. I mean, probably one or two of you are starting to feel motion sickness, you know, something just trying to keep your head in the right place and holding on to these bars as you're just tossed around in the water. As you try to find a moment of clarity and remember back, you know that there's a buoy here that is attached to this point. So there is some kind of, you know, anchored to the ground at this point. There is then a triangularized, you know, the cable that it travels on that goes down to the hab, and it was attached to a hab there. So that is what's keeping it from moving anywhere. As soon as the hab, if the hab gets released, it now has a lot more swing, but it is anchored at this point as long as that down spout, you know, that down cable is holding on. You are decompressurized, so you can go out and breathe air. But it's just a buoy. It's just attached to this
Are we
buoy.
too
And
far
how
to
close
swim
are we
to-
from the shore?
Oh God, what did I say? You took the boat
I
out.
had it.
Did I? I'm sure
We
I
took the
I
said
feel
boat.
like I had it, but it
You
would have
missed it.
been.
it would
I
have
have
been
to
a
go
long
way
time
back
ago.
to find it.
Hold on, let me see. Did I write it here? If not, we're gonna make something up that feels fair. But
I think we've got to get out of this thing either way. So we
I'm
probably.
gonna say, yeah, you're 100 feet. I mean, you're 100, 200 feet, something like that. You had to, you know, take the boat out a little bit of a ways.
Yeah.
So it's a boat ride. It's not, you know, you can swim it.
Oh,
but
it's about 500 feet out.
500 feet. There you go.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Before we get out of this, this thing, could DM,
Yes.
would you say that 30 minutes was so boring that we might have gotten, even though it was 30 minutes, maybe like it felt like an hour of rest?
That is hysterical.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
Fair if not, I just had to try
I
it.
think no.
Okay.
Mostly because this was a concentration, right?
Okay.
Like
Mhm.
we needed concentration on what Silas was doing. Silas had to
Yeah.
keep that going this whole time. Any lapse in that, and I would have asked for some saving throws and things like that to happen for that. So I don't
Mhm.
think you have rested during
Fair.
this 30 minutes. It was intense. If anything, you're more tired.
Okay.
This took such incredible concentration to stay with it.
I have a
Go ahead.
wonky question. If
Yeah,
I
go
look
for it.
out the window, do I see any creatures? Do I see the really nasty one, or do I see anything else?
Perception.
Okay.
And do we see the boat?
You do not see the boat. No.
Like nowhere. Like I'm looking in all the windows and I don't see it any of the vintage.
There was a gigantic storm
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how
at the
boats work.
surface. That's right. You're a land thief.
Yeah.
God.
13.
A 13. In this dawning light, in one of the windows, in a little flash, you see a little white seal.
Oh, how close is it to the surface?
It's right there. It like came and looked in the window and then disappeared.
I'm gonna wave at
Hey,
it.
what y'all doing?
I'm gonna wave at it and open the hatch. I got someone I need to talk to. Open the hatch. Open the hatch.
Okay.
I'm down with that anyway. We need to get out of this thing.
Yep.
All
So
right.
I'm going to try to help Fairuza.
Yeah.
Go ahead. With
Open
the
it,
two of
yeah.
you together, we're gonna say it's fine. You
Mhm.
spin the thing, you throw it open, water immediately crashes down, getting all of you wet with seawater as the whole thing again kind of bounces up and down. Luckily, it is still attached that it's keeping it upright. So
Yeah.
while water is coming in, it is not turning over. Neb, are you going to be first out? You're going to push your way by? Who wants to climb out here first or look out first?
Neb. We'll help
Yeah, I'm
Neb
kind of
talk to somebody.
scrambling.
Okay.
Yeah, scrambling up. I'm not going to go completely out, but like up enough so that I could lean over and see the seal.
You get your head out and begin to look around, seeing just the giant waves out to sea as they roll in and smash against the cliffside. The boat is definitely gone forever. You have no idea where it is. You can see the dock that had the floaties on it is still mostly intact, but it's 500 feet away. The seal rises up and floating on these waves like it is built for this, takes a look at you, cocks its head to the side.
Hi, I really need your help. Can you help us?
It dives down, disappearing from view. As you hold on and waiting, you see it come back. And as it does, it begins to kind of circle, swimming around you. As it does, you see planks of wood begin to float to the surface.
Oh no.
Broken pieces of wood. It looks a little bit like pieces of the boat.
Okay, that might help.
It dives down again and disappears and noses up a couple more pieces. They're about kickboard size.
Hey, listen, I've got so much food to offer, but I got a couple friends that really need to get to the shore. Can you give us a ride? We'll come on out to you.
Hey, Neb, I assume you're talking to this thing, and
Yeah,
like
please.
I think that it's trying to help us, like, because we need something to swim on, and Silas literally jumps off to the nearest board that he can.
All right, you scramble. Neb comes back down. You scramble up and jump off into the water. Freezing cold again hits your
I'm
body.
still in
You're
my
still in your wetsuit. You grab onto one of those kickboards, and as a huge swell comes, at least holding onto that, trying to keep your head above water, you get some salt water into your mouth, but the flotation of the board at least allows you to stay rising with this swell.
I'm gonna start kicking towards shore.
It doesn't even matter. It's shoved you 20 feet in that direction already.
Robin,
You
will
are
go next.
already being separated from the rest of the party. Robin,
Seal brought us floaties.
Yes.
Everybody
Let's-
up! Everybody up!
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
as each one of you jumping one or another into the water, into the froth, grabbing onto this wood, again sputtering as water flies into your eyes and up your nose and down your throat, trying to just keep the seaweed from going down. And you kick as fast as you can, as hard as you can. Every once in a while, this little white seal comes by and nudges you in one direction or another, trying to kind of keep you from crashing into the cliffs because the waves are pushing you in that direction. But it nudges you as you kick using your flippers, finally reaching the snowy, ice-encrusted beach, which was 20 feet and is now maybe 3 feet of beach. As you all roll onto the sand, this little seal crawls up on the sand next to you and looks at you, Neb, as it transforms into a tiny man with a short beard and a little pointed blue cap. He looks almost exactly like a garden gnome. And with that, we will say thank you for joining us, the Children of Éarte.
There's a person?
We will see you next. We will see you in a few
Neb is like
weeks.
in the process of making a bunch of really good berries to thank the seal, and so she's just holding like 10 good berries, going.
It looks at you and it says, "Rough night."
Oh,
And with that, we will end this chapter of
This is
Children
not
of
a good
Éarte.
cap.
Very important question. Very important question.
Go ahead.
Did we hear that in English?
You heard it in English.
Okay.
In common,
Okay.
you heard "rough night." And with that, we will say goodnight to the 40th chapter of 39th chapter. I don't remember anymore.
40th.
40th
Yeah.
chapter of Children of Éarte. Please remember that life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. As I disappear from you.
She's fading away.
I'm
Cross
fading
paths.
away. Come back for the good night. Oh, come on. Oh, well. I love you all. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, players. Thank you, everyone at home. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.